Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Good morning, good morning, good morning, my great people, my good people. I just need to know, can you hear me? How is the volume? Like on my end, everything is sounding good. We don't quite have a lot of people in the live right now per se, and that's okay because the show still must go on. Listen, welcome to the Todd Wickens Let's Talk About It podcast, where we're liable to talk about anything and everything. We will definitely today, I know I say this every week, we definitely will not be on the air for a long time today. Definitely, I want to try to keep the show to, I say by 8, maybe 8:15 at the latest. I want to keep 8:15 at the latest. I want to be done. I just want to have a conversation today about a few topics that's I think is trending for one. Not only that, I have an announcement. If for those of you who watch the Early Morning Praise TV broadcast, you see the commercial. Matter of fact, you know what though? I'm gonna hold off on that information. My wife said it sounded muffled. Uh, it's not. Let's see. She said it sounded muffled. Y'all, give me 1 minute. I need let's see if we can get It should be better now. Let's see. We got a slight delay, but it should be better now. Uh, let's go with it. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Anybody who's on here who can hear me right now, please better. Okay, great, great. Listen, welcome to Todd Mickens Let's Talk About It podcast, where we can come here and I feel like we can talk about any and everything. We don't have to throw shade. And I want to say this, definitely to a lot of people. We have to get out of thinking every time that we hear something being said over the internet that is pertaining to you. There are over 1 billion people in the world. And just because topics come up or something dealing in your situation or your church or your family or your job, nobody has went and given no direct information to talk about you. Okay, let's just get that clear. But I'd like to talk about things that I think are, especially when dealing with church and stuff. I think it's global. Lamont, what's going on, man? I see you slid into the chat. And Lamont, I'm pretty sure the letter, and Lamont know what I'm talking about. The letter, yeah. Good morning, brother. The letter in question seems to be authentic. The letter in question seems to be authentic. But I do want to get some further information on that because, like I say, what I like to discuss and what I speak on is what I see, and what I see or saw is what I discussed. And the letter that you referenced me in seems to be authentic as of right now. Um, but yeah, let's go on. Let's continue on. There's a trending topic, but I want to show y'all something real quick first. Something that I think, and y'all let me know what your opinion on it is. But I always say you can't force Jesus Christ on anybody. You can't force the word on anybody. I do believe there's a time and a place for everything. So I'm gonna see if I can get this video to play, and I'm just gonna play a little bit on it for. Thanks for all of the. Look like we got a few people in here. If you're in here, let me know that you're in here. Let's go ahead and just send me a good morning. Let me post and recognize you. Um, uh, yeah, just send me a good morning. Let me recognize you. Let's see if we can get this here um, on here. Let's share screen here, and let's see if I can get yeah, this right here. Let's tell me if you all can. The Lois White, what's going on? How you doing? Tell me if you all can.
There is no other way to God. It's not about religion. It's about a relationship with the creator of heaven and earth. He created you, and yet you rebel against him. You run because the pleasures of this life and the taste of sin is too great. All he wants you to do is love him. He doesn't want you to do anything else except love him and have a relationship.
All I want you to do is shut up and leave me alone.
No one wants to hear it, bro. Be quiet.
A lot of people hear it.
Then can't you go and stand on the street with your fucking signs and wait for people to
And I've done that.
Maybe get
All right.
inside and give it a book.
I've been in prisons in El Salvador. I've been in the slums of India. I've been in.
Nobody cares. Okay, we all have our stories.
Sure.
Sure. I'm not trying to inflict mine on you, so just shut up, please.
All right, let's get there. Let's. This is. I think all of us know somebody or people that does this. Somebody on here may be in the mindset of that's right. You know, you are to Dale Baker. What's going on? Good morning. That's my my North Carolina family right there. How you doing, Dale? Bless you, love you, appreciate you. Yeah, I Dale, I don't know if you've seen this video. I have a problem with so-called church folk, people who try to force Jesus on anybody. Listen, first of all, guys, God, you will always be placed in a position to introduce somebody to Christ. All right. we will be in a position where we can introduce somebody to Christ. You don't have to. And I don't know this young man. I don't know what the situation is. This is just one of the topics I just want to briefly touch on this morning. You know, once you attempt, and then again, a lot of people do stuff for clickbait or do stuff for views that they want to be seen. Me personally, if somebody can give me their opinion, I don't think this is the way for us to go out and spread the gospel. Just as well as he's having his spiel about, his Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, he could have had some pamphlets in his hand. He could have had some little flyers where he could have handed it out, where possibly he could have just gave it to people, because we can turn people away from the church by the way we approach them. Let's be honest. The church is supposed to be a place where you are welcome. The conversation of Christ should be a welcoming conversation. And let's be honest, I have another problem with some other stuff. You ever see these videos, and sometimes we get, because we so emotional. And again, today I'm not going to be on here as long today for reasons that I have. This morning, I will be bringing the word at my church this morning. So there's some other things that I need to do, get prepared for. I'm all ready. So I need to be, because I normally leave here, within 30 minutes so I can get there. But I'm going to make sure I'm way ahead of schedule. But anyway, other thing, I see these videos where people are in restaurants or in, different places, and they'll just bust out, singing a song, and, we just get so, that's right, saying, listen, this is a place where I don't want to hear you sing. Somebody may say, Todd being grumpy this morning, but no, I come here to eat. I come here to watch a movie. I come here to watch your graduation. I come here to whatever I'm coming. I did not come to be entertained by people who, and somebody may take this wrong. I didn't come to be entertained or be bothered by people who think it's, yeah, we gonna praise him and we ain't ashamed about it. Listen, most of these videos you see these people praising the Lord, and they don't even do that in church. But we get out in public and we make a mockery. To me, you make a mockery of what should be done at church, but you would do it out in the open setting, and you're not leading nobody. People, listen, I see videos, and people can take it how they want it, where us folks have events, and the police or whatever, or other folks that's not in our race, I just put it like that, and they join in on the fun and be, while the artists are performing and they getting their boogaloo, the police or whoever getting their listen, these people ain't having fun with us, they having fun at us. We got to be careful how we think everything that comes into our circle. A lot of times these people be laughing at us. We can express ourselves and be respectful. How can you go to a place of business, a restaurant, a place of whatever, and impose your desire for you and your church family and the choir to take over the restaurant with a whole bunch of singing, and all of a sudden you're in the spirit? They won't even catch the spirit at church, but you can catch the spirit in a restaurant. Y'all don't like talking about this type of stuff. Good morning, Cheryl. How you doing, Cheryl? Glad to see you as always. A great supporter of Early Morning Praise as well as the podcast. And we see Brother Stoops. Good morning, Craig. Already with our inspirational word. Let's go ahead and read that. Take control of your destiny. Believe in yourself. Ignore those who try to discourage you. Avoid. Thanks, sweetheart. My wife, she got me my hell hot coffee. Craig, I got to interrupt this podcast because she done bought me my hell hot coffee. Y'all can see that right there. That, yeah. See. She got it right today. But back to the inspirational word of the day. Take control of your destiny. Believe in yourself. Ignore those who try to discourage you. Avoid negative sources, people, places, things, and habits. Don't give up and don't give in. That comes from Wanda Hope Carter. I like that, Craig. That's Deacon Craig, who's the head of my deacon board here at the St. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, Acts, Romans 10 and 9, Apostolic, International, Multicultural, Multi-Denomination, Cultural Assembly Church by Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. He is the head deacon, okay? But that's I like that, man. Take control of your destiny. Believe in yourself. Ignore those who try to discourage you. Avoid negative sources, people's, places, things, and habits. Don't give up and don't give in. I like that. To the Facebook, this is David Hammond. What's going on, brother? Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing your name on here, but that's David Hammond. What's going on? Good, my good brother. Yeah. Again, and I don't want to get off topic, but I want to say let's go back to the video. We're gonna bring this brother back up and
you wonder why the world is the way that it is.
I wonder why you won't pay any attention to the people who are asking you to keep your opinion to yourself.
Because I care about your soul. One day you're going to die.
Man, you're not listening. God. It's great listening. That you care, I love but you. I don't want you to tell me this shit, okay? I don't care if you love me. I don't know you.
I know that, but true love loves freely. It doesn't have to be returned. Right? You're angry. I'm not angry.
You sound angry.
I'm not. I'm angry that you're so desensitized to the evil around you. That your children are suffering and you don't care. All you care about is making more money. All you care about is more sin. You don't care about anything. It's a selfish world that you live in. And you need to repent because people are hurting.
Who's the selfish one here, mate? Who's the one who won't shut up with their opinions? How selfish
is
that?
See, let's see. This is what I'm talking about. And I agree with the brother. You know, both people are right. Okay, he right. Yeah, you know But listen, there comes a point in your when you are introducing or you are giving your spiel. And I don't want to. Well, listen, y'all already know I don't use all these perfect church words that everybody uses when they talk about. You know, when you use your pitch point, Dorothy. Right. Good morning. Listen, once you introduce the conversation about Jesus or church, once a person says, hey, brother, listen, because think about it. These people on the subway or train, they on their way to work, wherever they're trying to get to. Most people, listen, once you have introduced the conversation and somebody asks you, please, could you listen, just listen, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. There is nothing else that should be discussed. Because what has happened is you heard the man say, can you respect the fact that I really don't want to hear this right now? At that point, you could say, my brother, I apologize. Let me, do you mind if I give you some information? I give you a card, I can get your phone number or something. So that puts a bad taste in everybody's mouth on that train, subway, whatever they travel in, because you want to prove a point. You want to prove a point. And listen, anybody got any say? I ain't getting too many comments on this right here. And again, I'm gonna tie this in with, I'm seeing these videos with people going out in the public in the restaurants and they coming up with these choir songs and they singing. and they think it's, they think it's funny, and they thinking they giving honor and praises to God, but you're not. You're disturbing the peace. You need to be arrested. You need to be kicked out the restaurant. But you know what we say? Oh, it's because we black. No, it ain't because you black. It's because this is a restaurant where you come to eat, and you in here having choir rehearsal. You ain't conscious of nobody else. Now, if you in a place of business and you eating, and let me just say it like this, and some white folks come in and start doing a honky tonk dance and singing, you're gonna feel a certain type of way. So what? I say all that to say this, God dog it. There's a time and a place for everything. Everything that we do must be done in decency and in order. Now, I'm not saying that you might go somewhere and a group of people may start singing a song, and you kind of at your table, you doing your thing, and because a lot of times people with Mary Sims, good morning, people will sit back and enjoy what you're doing, but a lot of people have no consideration for other folks. That's why people get turned away from the quote unquote church or the message, because how the message is brought to the people is already brought with disdain. Thanks, Brother Craig. What good are people doing by forcing the Lord on people? All that does is turn people away from the Lord. If people seek the Lord, they will find him. Listen. Anytime, and you're right. There will be a time and a situation for all of us where or has been where the timing, God will knock on your door. Does it look like God was knocking on anybody's door? And I'm not saying that somebody in that subway couldn't have got something from the message, but I believe God will lead you and guide you in a situation and to a person to discuss that, and will lead that person to you who you need to. You don't have to force it. I mean, think about it, guys. God give us free will. God gives us free will. I like this right here, Craig. Craig says, share, yes, but force, no. Yeah, share the word. No matter how strong you believe this thing, share the word, but be respectful if I don't want to hear it. And you know what? I'm going to say this. Some of y'all going to be like, what? I'm going to say this. My wife will tell you. If I go out of town, or I go to when I go on vacations, or I go visiting somebody, or listen, people want to, hey, I'm a ordained minister, preacher, whatever. Yeah, like that. When I get to where I get to, I ain't want to talk about church, man. Yeah, y'all listen. Y'all act like, hold on. Some of y'all so holy. Some of these folks so holy out there. They can't go eat. They can't go to the football game. They can't go to the basketball game. They can't go to the movies. They can't go to the cookout without trying to, without bringing. Listen, I ain't want to hear nothing about no conventions. I ain't want to hear nothing about last week revival. I'm on my vacation. I'm looking to sit back and relax. I ain't saying you don't, you always keep, you keep God, Jesus in your heart. He's always with you. But we ain't, listen, my wife would tell you, I'd be like, man, if I'm going to go somewhere, especially if I'm taking a vacation and I'm a miss church, if I'm a miss church, and let's just say we as a family, whether it's just my immediate family with me, my wife, my daughter, my son, or whatever, if we just go somewhere by ourselves, or we go where with the entire family. When I go somewhere, I'm ready to have fun. Listen, Jesus is still in my heart, but I ain't want to hear no scriptures right now. Listen, all I want to do, I come to have fun. Now, I'm going to tell you something, and this may sound contradictory, but my daddy, mama, Lord have mercy, She ain't meant no harm. My daddy can come on here and tell you, right? Any of my family can come here and tell you, right? I don't care what we did, where we went, birthday parties, whatever. You gonna have some type of church. And I'm gonna tell you what it did to a lot of the younger ones, I believe. Even though we love and respected grandma, but it started getting to the point where people don't want to go to certain places because they like, man, I already know what they're gonna do. I'm gonna tell you, my grandma, she had a strong presence. I don't care what was going on at a party, at an event, at a birthday party for a baby, at a birthday party for a teenager, birthday party for an adult. When grandma came on the property, TVs was turned off, music turned off. I didn't care what was going on. And don't let, now, you know, the adults was dirty. Now, my dad was dirty. They used to, you know, grandma used to be in the room or be in the section with the kids. You know, we trying to watch TV. Now, we can't watch MTV because grandma didn't come over there, you know. And one cuss word, grandma, ooh, Jesus, have mercy. Next thing you know, TV got to change. Grandma used to sit there. Hey, listen, I know my grandma wasn't the only one. Grandma used to sit there. Next thing you know, everybody started coming around. My father. I didn't care where we at, but what party, what function. Grandma about to sing a song. Amen. And everybody, listen, out of respect. And if anybody do it around me now, I wouldn't be like, no, shut up. Out of respect, we would just, I'm telling you, when I say everybody stop what they're doing, everybody stop what they're doing. My dad and them, back in the day, they put the bottles, the beer, whatever down, and they coming on around where everybody else at. You know, matter of fact, grandma, and it's been told out of her mouth, as well as my dad and my uncles and aunts. They ain't caring about, she ain't caring about them going out partying. Go ahead, go party. But I tell you what, Sunday morning, drunk, high, or whatever, you getting your behind up and you going to church and you going to sing. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Cheryl says, that's right. Just about every call I get, they're talking about quartet art. Yeah, said that. Listen, that's just a fragment, a fraction of who you are. Can you just call and say, hey, how you doing? And, you know, I think, and I'm not saying that we're not supposed to be proud or what's the word I'm looking for? Y'all have me. Good morning, Tim. But it's more to your, and listen, somebody ain't gonna like it. It's more to your life you got going on than the church. That's why I say some families have failed their kids as well as the church has failed the youth. Families have been destroyed because it was always church. Ministries have been successful and families have been unsuccessful because the ministry was put first before the family. Well, yeah, I stand on that. Mary says that I totally agree. Some of them do too much. Good morning, Ty. You in the house? Yeah. Thank you, Mary. Thank you. I appreciate. Yeah, and it's not a knock on anyone. And maybe somebody on here do that. I don't know. Maybe your mama, daddy, grandma, or granddaddy do the stuff that this guy doing. I just think it's out of order. Listen, the word of God says do everything in decency and in order. Yeah. And then the thing is, you know, people want to come in, which is a part of what we need to do. First thing that you want to introduce somebody to is hell, fire, and brimstone. If you don't listen to what I got to say, you going to hell. Well, My brothers and sisters, it ain't got nothing to do with you. It's if that person's heart don't open up to Jesus. If they don't receive Jesus, if they don't receive God, if they don't accept God, it ain't got nothing to do with you. I think that's the big issue. Most times, I think people get upset that when they are introducing or presenting Jesus, that they get rejected. Oh, but I can't believe you. But I'm trying to give you Jesus. You can't give nobody nothing. You can introduce Jesus. You can introduce Christ. I think that's enough on that topic. We'll move on. Tim, good morning. Yeah, Helen, good morning. We'll move on from that. Let's move on for that one right there. Let's get off of that one. Let's see. All right, y'all know there was a recent event, and like I said, today I'm not gonna be on here long, guys. I will definitely by 8:15. I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. I'm going to try to keep it right at an hour today. For those of you who can, please keep me in your prayers. Today I will be speaking at the church where I play at, New Light Bulow Baptist Church. I've been a drummer there now for, I think, going on 4 or 5 years. And I've been asked this morning to bring a word, and I just solicit the prayers of the righteous. As those so church folk be, I solicit your prayers. I just ask that y'all keep me in your prayers. That the word of God would be received. It would be sown on good ground. And pray for the church family in a whole, who is like I said, New Light Bulow Baptist Church. I just pray that God will be able to use me to where he get, and that's the thing I wanted. See, listen, I'm glad I said it. That's the problem, the issue when we doing stuff like this young man doing. Because I was just about to say, let me back it up. I want to get a picture of him. Yeah, right there. When we do stuff like this, because I was about to say today, as a message is being brought forth, I want God to get the glory out of the message, out of whatever I say. I don't need no data boys. I don't need no amens. I don't need no, you did a great job. I don't need it. You can preach. Listen, whatever I do, God should get the glory. That's the problem. Folks who try to introduce Christ or whatever, we get too caught up in I bought somebody. I'm bringing you this message. Then your feelings get it ain't about you. It ain't about you. You can see that this, I don't know if y'all saw the video. I'm not going to go back and play it anymore, but immediately when the guy was like, hey man, listen, we don't want to hear it. He felt rejected. He felt that this young man felt rejected after the people like, yo, sir, please be quiet. We understand, but please receive. That's the thing that we got to understand. We have to respect what other people's beliefs. You don't have to believe what nobody believes, but you got to respect it. But because he gets rejected, now it's hellfire and brimstone. You know what you do? Like I said, you got that purse or whatever that is you got on your back there, sir. That bag, you should have had some pamphlets in there. Say, Scoop, hey, here's a little pamphlet about my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Just feel free to read it at any time. And if you have any questions, or anybody here that's kind of, my phone number's on here, or I can speak with you personally. Or after the first person say, man, listen, man, just hush. We don't want to hear that mess. Oh, excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. I do apologize. Let me go ahead and get him back off here. Yeah. Get him on out of here. Let's go ahead and get him on out of here. All right. There's a new, who else we got? And this is going to be the last thing. Y'all know that the preacher that got robbed in church. So let's go ahead and bring that up. like again, once again, thank y'all for tuning in to the podcast, Todd Mickens. Let's talk about podcast. Like I said, we're gonna. I like coming on here and talking about things that other folks scared to talk about. Other folks won't talk about. You know, I just like to talk about it. I don't believe in, if you're gonna have these podcasts or shows, you can't be one dimensional. You have to have different topics of discussions. You must and literally, like I said, you must talk about things that people just don't want to talk about because they think that they're gonna hurt somebody's feelings. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, when I first started doing the podcast, and I was saying some of the stuff that I would say, my wife would either be in the other room or downstairs, and she'd be tired. I can't believe you saying that. Yeah. She be like, yeah, who is tired? I can't believe you saying that. Listen, somebody from YouTube. Listen, this is my first YouTube viewer, watcher. Her name is Angel Johnson. Off topic, Ashanti or Alicia Keys, who is more beautiful? Hard choice, right? Well, Ashanti or Alicia Keys. Well, I'm gonna just be honest with you. As far as personal type, I'm more keen to Ashanti. And thank you, Angel. Thank you for tuning in by way of YouTube. For those of you who don't know, you can also tune into this show from YouTube. Where is that? Where's my banner at? Where's my banner? I got a banner that talks about this here. Yeah, I don't know where it at. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Ashanti. Just for both ladies are beautiful. Both ladies are successful. Both ladies are like I said, I don't dislike one over the other. I just think Ashanti has more body style, body build that I would like. Alicia Keys is a beautiful person. Ashanti is a beautiful person. But if I had to choose just off of, and I'm not talking about from a sexual standpoint, if I was to put one in front of the other, if I had a chance out of those two, if we had an event and they say, well, we have Ashanti and Alicia Keys here today, and you have to choose who you're going to dance with. After I asked my wife, of course, I said, honey, Alicia Keys and Ashanti is over here, and I won an award or something. They say you just got one person. Well, first I danced with my wife. Matter of fact, I say, honey, I want to dance tonight. I would dance with my wife, but I would like to cut a two-step with Ashanti. In fun, of course. Yeah. But again, thank you. I really appreciate it. You are. This is very, very. Thank you, Angie. Angel Johnson. I'm sorry. Thank you for just tuning in right here. Keep it going. Yeah, there we go. You can also watch me. Just type in Todd Mickens on YouTube. Yeah. I definitely appreciate it. If you can spread the word, a lot of people don't go to my YouTube as of now, but like, share, subscribe. Craig, who you think? Well, Craig, no. Now, mind you, of course, my wife is the most beautiful, voluptuous, prettiest sunshine there is. But just see, that's why I say with these discussions, people got to have an open mind. My wife ain't gonna get mad. I can't believe you. No, she understands that there is context and there is content to the show. If nobody can't call in and ask a question like that, or but now when I first started, this is the first type of question I'd have had. But yeah. Matter of fact, I just need to have let's talk about whatever you want to talk about segment where questions come in, people just ask any question you want, and we just talk about it. But when I first started podcast and I used to say some stuff, boy, my wife used to be like, she used to be downstairs. I can't believe she even stick her head in the room. And I just had to tell her one day, I said, babe, listen, it's a podcast. It's a discussion. Content. People want to hear stuff. Everything. Listen, me and my wife don't agree with everything I talk about. But she used to be in the other. My wife used to be in the other room. I don't. You shouldn't have said that. And then after I get off, I said, well, babe, I said it because sister. And then we kind of laugh at it. But now, every now and again, she might just come upstairs and laugh and shake her head. But y'all, this is just good content. Listen, it's good conversation. We need to be able to come and have fun. But okay, Angel Johnson said, agreed. Yeah. I just like, I kind of just like Ashanti's vibe. I kind of like Ashanti's she was doing most of her music with Ja Rule. Where you talk, where you yeah. Craig say, good answer, Todd. The wife, listen. But see, my wife, in a situation like that, with the scenario I picked, because it's not like I'm saying if I was at the club by myself. We talking about if there was a scenario, I wanted to, meet your favorite celebrities, and you have two people here, you can, that's going to give you, they're going to dance with you tonight to your favorite song. After me and my wife then boogaloo all night long. I said, baby, you don't mind if I could? Shoot, she'll probably like, yeah, baby. Listen, I tell you what, if Denzel or Brian McKnight, see, you women, let me get on this right quick. Yeah. But wait, Craig say, I'm dancing with Wendy. Sorry, she might be watching later. Listen. But women better listen, y'all always. It's always I can't admit, but I'm gonna tell you, I got a picture. I have a picture with Brian McKnight when I was on my way over to was it Alaska or Okinawa, Japan? I got the picture with Brian McKnight in the airport. Do you know when I got back home, because that's when we had the little Polaroid, the box cap. I don't know where. I know my wife know where the picture at. I guarantee you, I know my wife. I don't know where the picture of Brian McKnight, me and Brian McKnight. Well, you know what? I didn't take it or did I? I think I got my friend to take it, but he was in the library, the bookstore in the airport, and he was kind of snubbing us too. I'm like, brother, I just want a picture with you, man. Tighten up your rope. But yeah. Denzel, Brian McKnight. Listen, we can't be watching TV and Denzel come on the screen. My wife get quiet. Yeah, my wife get quiet when Denzel come on. She was But and this is honest. Me and my wife can sit down and watch movies, TV shows, and if it's somebody, I ain't no fool. Now I know I have confidence and complete trust in who I am and my relationship with my wife, and I'm pretty sure vice versa. But both of us would be crazy to think that we don't see other attractive people out in the world or either on TV. Yeah. I don't listen, I mess with her sometimes. I said, oh, you want to watch the Denzel movie, huh? She's like, yeah, I want to watch that. What I'm going to do? I can't do nothing with Denzel. Yeah. She knows some of my favorite female actors. Neil Long, Angela Bassett. Yeah. She knows, listen, I don't care what I'm watching. When I get to them, and what's the lady that played in Ray Charles? One that lip always be, she light-skinned lady. Huh? Yeah. Y'all better have some real conversations. Back in the day. Angel, I ain't following you up. Morris Chestnut. And listen, Morris Chestnut, I don't think he gets the credit that he deserves. I really don't think he gets the credit that he deserves. I really don't think Morris Chestnut. Oh, Tahaji. I like Tahaji too. I like Tahaji. What her name is? Tahiri Tahaji. She played in y'all know Tahaji. She played in yep. Yeah. Come on, listen, y'all. Listen, who y'all favorite actor is? We ain't gonna bring up Bishop Lamar who got robbed until we get some more conversation going on here. Now, mind you, we just happen to listen. My wife is first and foremost, and after my wife, when it comes to women, it's my daughter, first and foremost. Then after my daughter, when it comes to women, it's my mother. Yeah. And you know what? Somebody ain't gonna agree with that order, but you know where I get that order from? I get that order from my mother. My mother believes that the first woman in the husband's life is the wife. Yeah. And if they ain't got no children, then the mother. Not that you love one more than the other. See, there's a whole nother topic right here. See, some of y'all can't have this conversation in front of your wife and your mother, can you? That's it, yeah. Yeah, have that discussion at the dinner table when you go to your mother-in-law house or your mom and daddy house. Yeah. Just say, hey, what's the order of women in your life? And if your mother can't respect the fact that the woman that you married is the first priority in your life, and then, then your children, then her, or vice, yeah. I ain't. Yeah, doesn't matter where you get your engine started. It matters where you park your car. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Mr. Safe Stoops. I gotta call him Safe Stoops because he ain't gonna say nothing. They may cause harm to him by Wendy. Hey man, tell Wendy I said good morning and hey, she even though she doesn't be on here physically, you represent her very well. But listen, I want to know, my wife can hear me. Matter of fact, she on the line. Where is my picture of Brian McKnight? That's what I want to know. Yeah. And let me tell you something now. I can watch Boys in the Hood back to back, back to back, back to back. I can watch whatever show, but she don't mind watching Color Purple 100 times, and anything with Denzel. I don't care if we just finished watching it last night, we gonna watch it again. But she'll tell, you watch them shows all the time. Yeah. But this is the type of stuff that we listen. When I say me and my wife have a good time, fun arguing about stuff like that. Let me tell you, last night, I'm a UFC fan. Yep. I told my wife that there were two ladies that was fighting. It was a grudge match from the Amanda Nunes lost her title last time these ladies fought. But I knew their fight, particularly because it was the main event, I knew it wasn't going to come on till at least about 12. I went on head to bed. Last night, now, my wife does the same thing during football season. My wife cannot control her emotions when she get excited watching football. I didn't know she got into UFC. She will watch it with me, but I think my wife has found a new love for the sport of combat. Last night, I'm in the bed. All I can hear was, get up, don't let it hit you, get up, oh, get up, oh girl, you gonna all night long. Oh, night, get up. Bernadette Stannis is yes. Matter of fact, let me see if I can hold on real quick. Let me see if I can bring her. Let me see here. Yes, one of my favorite actresses from back in the day, what her name was, Thelma. And Thelma ain't got old either. Thelma's still young looking. I met her in Tennessee one time. Thelma, wait a minute, hold up. That's my picture. Okay, yeah, see what I mean? Yeah. Devin Womack. Hey, what's going on, man? That's my listen. We got somebody tuning in all the way from the West Coast. All the way. Listen, I ain't talking about like a couple states over. I'm talking about all the way over to where ain't nothing but water on the other side. That's my good brother Devin Womack, one of the biggest promoters on that side of the coast. And I think he come over here and do some things too. So y'all tap in with, especially for those who are into quartet music. Tap in, and I'm gonna tell you, Dev, this is just some advice to you, my brother, because I see your drive and I see your consistency, and I don't know, maybe you're already doing it, but you may need to cross the lane from just doing promotion of quartet, because brother, you got the drive and the zeal to get, and people may take this, but to get in the bigger arena of gospel music. Quartet is what it is, but I think you got what it takes to go bigger, to cross over, not into the art. No, I'm talking about, but to start tapping into some contemporary artists, as well as Cheryl Snell. We know Cheryl a quartetter, but I just believe Cheryl with you and Devin, I give this advice, and I hope y'all take it to heart. That y'all's reach and y'all's you all. I'm saying y'all aren't from the country. This matter of fact, I'm gonna say y'all's bump y'all's impact can be bigger because of the way that you conduct your business. Quartet is just a scratch on the surface for what y'all can do. And I can say that because definitely working personal with Cheryl Snell, listen, Cheryl is about her business. Cheryl is about her stuff. Quartet is just a fraction of what you can do, Cheryl. Devin Womack, quartet is just a fraction of what you can do. A fraction. So, yeah. Look at my wife. My wife talking. Yeah. This me and her fussing over the Brian McKnight. There was things I appreciate you. Yeah, man. Yeah, and listen, I'm not saying, and I know y'all don't take it as just like stop doing quartet, but listen, I think it'd be, just kind of slide on into over bringing in some of these artists that's not quote unquote quartet and build. And I'm telling you, and then again, most of y'all probably done did it already, dealing with Shirley Caesar. Why just have Shirley Caesar on the card as the big listen? You might as well go ahead and get some of them, go ahead and tap into them other people. Yeah. Cheryl said, God bless you, my friend. Yep. You are absolutely right. Yeah. And it's just to encourage, listen, don't let the end all be all be at just promoting quartet. And I don't know if y'all already got that in your plans or already been thinking about that, but and I ain't saying God told me to tell you. I ain't prophesying or prophet lying here. Eric, what's going on? I ain't prophesying or prophet lying. Tell y'all that God told me to tell y'all to, I'm just saying I believe with your work ethic, because one thing I know about Devin, a woman is he is definitely he's on live every day. Matter of fact, I want to make sure. Let me do something real quick. Y'all, please excuse me. Please excuse me. Please excuse me. Yeah. I just had to make sure. I had to make sure that. Yeah. I mean, you are consistent, bro. Cheryl is, and see, I know about Cheryl's consistency personally because she's here in South Carolina. She's within driving range or 15-mile radius. Even when she go to her church down in I think Cheryl go to church in Detroit. Cheryl be all over the place, but yeah, Cheryl is. I know she gonna get me, but she probably on the way to the radio station now to do it. Listen, I'm telling you, and I'm gonna just. She said, I have developed. Yeah, and that's a good thing, and that's the key, developing those relations. I'm gonna just say this, yeah, yeah. Cheryl in Detroit, she probably gonna fly to Detroit for church, and she'll be back down in Memphis for a program. She got a flight going away to Alaska. Hey, Devin be doing that traveling too. Devin be all over the place. Y'all jokers be riding. But I'm gonna tell you, at first you couldn't, everything I did was just geared strictly around quartet. I was just in a box, I didn't listen to too much other music. I had to realize that, and there's nothing wrong with loving one genre of music, but the world is way more bigger than just what we see in front of our face. Yeah. But listen, I see the messages kind of, y'all ain't really we ain't getting too much feedback. I want to talk just a little bit. We got a few minutes. Well, we almost, just a little bit about this thing that happened. Let me go here. Let's see, fellow. Let me go here real quick. And I know y'all heard about this. So let's see. Let's see here. Let's do that. Bishop Whitehead, Rob doing live stream. Let's go. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Let me go back. Here we go.
We news with it. This is what the paper said.
Man, Rob doing church. Yeah. Cheryl said this was rough and sad. Rob doing the church. What they say, we came in, the bishop is on the floor. You can see his feet if you're looking between the pulpit. The Bishop Whitehead, that's what they call him. That's his name. Now pay close attention to this brother in the corner. Look to the left. That brother in the corner ain't moved. That brother in the corner, he ain't moved. Y'all see that? Yeah. All right, I think that's enough of that. Okay, now let's just get. I'm not going to judge Pastor Bishop, but let's just give a little context of Bishop Whitehead. Bishop Whitehead is a former convict. This is public record. I'm not judging him, but the thing that he's being judged about is he's a pastor of a fairly small congregation who drives around in Bentleys. He wears to church over $500,000+ in jewelry. He and his wife dressed in the top of the line, and you know, I kind of got mixed feelings about this because I don't know enough. But I'm just going to introduce the. Will a man rob God? Well, we know a man will rob another man because the bishop just got robbed. But I want to say something to this guy who is riding around in a Rolls Royce. He said he's a real estate investor. His church doesn't look like it's very, very big, successful, or whatever. It looks like a storefront. Y'all saw the backdrops and all that, and there's nothing wrong with that. But for a man to have, I think they said close to $1 million worth of jewelry on his person as he goes to church, as he drives around, he has videos of him getting out of luxury vehicles. And he said he should be able to wear and drive whatever he wants. And a lot of people say he's a scammer. He's stolen money from different members of the church. Let me make sure I get this person. I'm gonna just say Zenobia Corley. What's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, we're talking about Bishop Whitehead got robbed. Now. This is why I like talking about things that other people won't talk about, because a lot of people ain't looking at it from this perspective. And I'm going to come back and talk about this later. This man rides around in luxury cars. He has almost $1 million worth of jewelry on his neck at all times. While he was preaching, he was wearing over, you know, if you've seen it, I don't know if I can find a poster maybe where he has on some of his attire. Beforehand, I'll try to find it, but I want to say something. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna worry about it. There are dirty preachers out there that's scamming people out of the money, but I want to say something, y'all. We can't blame all this stuff on the preachers, man. You know what? Listen, some of these Mike C. Adams, what's going on, brother? Some of these preachers that's quote unquote scamming people, we can't blame all this on the preachers, man. How you as a person, a man or woman, put your faith and trust in a person, and to me, blessings flow down. Okay? Blessings flow down. If a man is walking around wearing jewelry, he got the luxury cars, I kind of agree with what he's saying. He should have the right to ride in what he wants to. He should have the right to dress in the best clothes. He should have the right to, him and his wife should be able to live as lavish as they want to. But you, as an individual, as a member, have the right not to follow somebody who is scamming. I'm not saying he's scamming because I don't know. I haven't looked into it enough, but there are some pending lawsuits against him now for stealing over property right now. I think, well, doing fake real estate, scamming folks out of their money. When are the people going to start taking responsibility for their lack of research or their being so gullible to follow any and everybody? Mike C. Adams says it's an inside job. Mike, I don't know. I don't know. I watched a couple more videos and he seemed pretty adamant and pretty concerned when people was questioning, what was going on. And like I said, we can put 1 and 1 together and 2 and 2 and come up with our own conclusion. But I don't know. I don't know. But like I said, listen, bump Bishop Whitehead. What about the people going to the church? See, you have to accept what he's given. If you up under somebody at church and they live in lash and the money, because nobody knows what the church's finances, and maybe he's not stealing from the church. Maybe he is scamming through his real estate or whatever, but still he has members, he has some type of following. That's on you. That's on you. But you know what, guys? I did say earlier I wasn't gonna stay on past 8:15. It's now 8:18. I wish I could stay on here with you guys a little bit longer, but like I said, I will be speaking this morning, and I got like 1 or 2 little things I need to do on my way to church. So, but let me see what Mike say. If you walk around with all that jewelry on and no bodyguard, yeah. No, I get you. But let's remember he's in Brooklyn, and everybody know how New Yorkers are. It's a well, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say it like that. I don't know about it taking the wrong way, but he's been doing it for a while. This is the first time he's gotten robbed, and who would think that you would get robbed in the church? And it could be a scam. It could be a scam, but I don't know. And Mike, you know firsthand, I only can go by what I see and what I know. And what I know is he's been wearing the jewelry. He's been involved in. He helped them bring in some guy who had killed somebody. He helped that guy turn himself in, and that's when he kind of became popular. When they said they didn't specify that the preacher talked the guy into turning himself in. They said the preacher with the Rolls Royces that wears these. So that's how he kind of started getting more popular. But D. Marie, what's going on? Yeah. Let's see. Cheryl said he's a leader. What happened to people under the leadership? The blood is on his hands. Negative. Yeah. I get you. What's going on, Unc? How you doing, man? How you going? Yeah, that's my Unc right there, man. We gonna just bring him on. I don't think Sunday morning is a proper time because I know he's got a lot to say, and I want him to be able to flow. I want him to be able to flow. Yeah. Good morning, Unc. Appreciate you tuning in. Y'all be good. I am out. You know I'm with. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. Appreciate the conversation too, man. Appreciate the conversation. Mike, I actually want to bring Mike on as well. And there's just a lot of stuff that's going on in the community that I'm not privy of. And Mike has a lot of information on and things that we can just spread awareness to. D. Marie says, good morning. What's going on, D. Marie? I'm sorry for those who are coming on so late. I'm getting ready to get off here, man. I got to go. But I love y'all. But listen, maybe later on tonight, I'll come back on and hopefully you guys can come back and chill with me, have a good time. Like I said, y'all, listen, we covered some good stuff today. We covered people who trying to force Christ on the people. I showed y'all the video of the man on the subway trying to force a conversation of Jesus Christ on people. We talked about who did I would think more attractive out of Ashanti and Alicia Keys. I chose Ashanti, but no one is more voluptuous than my wife, of course. But me and my wife are team players. She understands the conversation. She's not bothered by that. And I let everybody know that I have a picture of Brian McKnight and my wife has stolen it. I don't know where it's at. She's a Brian McKnight fan. She's a Denzel Washington fan. She need to give me back my Brian McKnight picture. That's for my archive. But when I came back from Alaska and the pictures got developed, I did not see the pictures again. She took my Brian McKnight picture. She loves some Brian McKnight. That's right. Yeah. Then we end up talking about the order of a man and the women in his life. And I dare people to have this conversation today about who is first. And it's funny because people ain't gonna want to talk about it. But in a man's life, the first woman in his life, and I get this order from my mother. Okay, it should be your wife, and then your daughters, and then your mother. Yeah. Oh, that's a touchy topic right there. I know y'all ain't want to touch that. Y'all ain't want to touch that. I already know it. Yeah, Tim said, yeah. I'm gonna come back today, man. I'm gonna come back today. Yeah. Thanks, Cheryl. Thank you. Yeah. Like I said, today, reason why I'm getting off early is because today I will be speaking at my church, Unity. New Light Below Baptist Church. Yeah, they are on YouTube as well as on Facebook, but I'm not telling y'all that so that you can tune in. For me, I'm telling y'all that so that if you don't have a church that you are attending or you want to tap into a church service, just tap in to New Light Below Baptist Church down in Hopkins, South Carolina, and you'll be able to, every Sunday you'll see us there. I'm the drummer there, but this morning I will be bringing forth the word. And I ask that you guys just pray, say like they say, pray my strength in the Lord, right? Yeah. Then we ended up talking about what we ended up talking about after that. Let me make sure that I don't miss. Yeah, then we ended off with Bishop Whitehead. So again, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. I got to get ready to get out of here. We're going to, real quickly, for those of you who enjoy the show, if you'd like to be a blessing to the show, please do so by Cash App, Early Morning Praise, $ Early Morning Praise. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it would be greatly appreciated if you want to donate to Zelle / Matthew Todd Biggins at yahoo.com, as well as Early Morning Praise, P.O. Box 91073, Columbus, South Carolina 29209. Early Morning Praise. Make checks or money order. Listen, don't even do the checks. Just do money. If you do, and make it payable to Early Morning Praise. Okay, P.O. Box 91073, Columbus, South Carolina 29209. Again, going backwards, that is Zelle, Matthew Todd Biggins at yahoo.com. That is Zelle, Matthew Todd Biggins at yahoo.com, or either at Cash App at $ Early Morning Praise. But above all that, y'all, I just thank y'all for being a part of this program today. I love and I appreciate y'all, and I will see y'all next. Wait a minute, somebody else just commented. Let's see. Okay, that was Mary Sim. Thank you, Mary. And Mary, I appreciate you. I always tune in. Have a great Sunday. I love you. I love all of y'all. Thanks to my wife, who is my producer of the show. She does all my she's a producer of both shows. So she does her thing. She makes sure the show keeps running. Does an awesome job with the TV show, and does she's taught me well how to maneuver through my podcast through these. So I used to have to call up here all the time to make me do, to help me do something. But now I'm able to navigate myself. So, but again, I will see y'all next time. And just remember, go somewhere, have fun, live life. Don't be so uptight about everything. Life is what life does. You only got one, and you need to enjoy it. But it's your guy, Todd Mickens, and I'll see you guys next time. I'll be out of here in less than 30 seconds. Peace.